It's time now for a look at latest in local news. In the news, the Wayne County Board of Education met Tuesday for their monthly board meeting. It was the first meeting since the resignation of board member Joe McPipkin, so just 4 board members on hand for the meeting. Bruce Harris, the new chairman. The meeting was fairly short. Under resolutions and recognitions, they recognized employees from the Maintenance and Transportation Department. From the Maintenance Department, Daniel Wall was recognized, and from the Transportation Department, bus driver Sarah Wright was recognized. Under capital outlay projects, Superintendent Dr. Kelly says the work is still being done at James E. Bacon. Softball field's almost completed. As far as the Ag and ROTC facilities, they're still waiting on the bids to come in. They're due to the board office on May 23rd, and the board will open and review the bids at their May meeting after that. Personnel always on the agenda. Here's a list of the personnel approved Tuesday, April 30th. Certified recommendations. Again, all these began August 1st. Lauren Amos, Wayne County High School. Bailey Anderson, Jesup Elementary School. Nancy Blanton, Wayne County High School. Micah Brockington, Central Office. Carolyn Coleman, Wayne County High School. Eddie Fields, Wayne County High School. Jennifer Fields, Wayne County High School. Hannah Music, Jesup Elementary. Amanda Shirley, Jesup Elementary. And Angela Thornton, Wayne County High School. Certified resignations, Jessica Chambliss, Martha Ross Smith Elementary. Mike Heflin, Wayne County High School. Sarah King, Arthur Williams Middle School. Craig Morris, Wayne County High School. David Poinsett, Wayne County High School. Kelly Roch, Wayne County High School. David Singleton, Arthur Williams Middle School. Classified recommendation, Eileen Huber, Transportation. Classified transfers, Miguel Vale from Maintenance to Wayne County Athletic Department. He'll be the Athletic Facility Supervisor. Classified resignations, Veronica Boyd, Arthur Williams Middle School. Teresa Crosby, Transportation, retiring. Yvette Dennison, Central Office. Alejandra Luna, Central Office. And Amanda Shirley, Jesup Elementary School. Again, all that personnel approved Tuesday at the board meeting. Early voting going smoothly at the new county election building. Early voting taking place all this week and running for 3 weeks up until May 17th. Primary date is Tuesday, May 21st. Election building is located at 306 East Pine Street. And on day 2, Tuesday, 127 people voted. 114 Republicans, 12 Democrats, and 1 nonpartisan. 2-day total of 238. The time Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. There are 2 Saturdays during this 3-week early voting period. This Saturday, May 4th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and next Saturday, May the 11th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Once again, the early voting 3-week period underway. This weekend, today's time is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the new election building located at 306 East Pine Street here in Jesup. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor and the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Wayne County Superior Court in session this week with the criminal trial in Superior Courtroom C with the Honorable Judge Berg County presiding. Former Jesup police officer Stephen Wright's on trial facing a 10-count indictment. These charges filed 4 years ago against the officer arrested by the GBI. He's charged with violation of oath of office, influential witness, sexual battery, and other charges. He's being represented by attorney Adrian Browning, who in their opening arguments on Monday told the jury of 6 men and 6 women that her client did not break the law and is not guilty of any criminal activity. Assistant DA Nigel Lush is prosecuting the case for the state of Georgia. He told the jury that the officer is guilty and the 3 females who were testify had 2 things in common. They were involved in the drug world and they had the misfortune of running into Officer Stephen Wright. Testimony will continue this morning on the witness stand. Currently is state's key witness Marley LaRoche. She is currently in custody, went missing, and had to be found in order for the trial to proceed on time. She's currently 6 months pregnant. She testified Tuesday that she's clean and sober but faces charges. She says she's hoping to enter drug court. Says she doesn't want to enter a long-term rehab facility because she doesn't want to have the baby while she's in rehab. Once again, she only began her testimony late Monday afternoon. She'll be back on the witness stand early this morning at 9 a.m. Will continue her testimony, then be cross-examined by defense attorney Adrian Browning. During her testimony yesterday, she testified about the big raid that law enforcement had at 786 South 6th Street, where LaRoche lived with her brother and cousins. Law enforcement conducted a raid on the home, made several arrests, and confiscated a pile of stolen property and a pile of drugs, mostly meth. LaRoche says she and her friend Rachel Brandon were taken to the police department and interviewed by Officer Stephen Wright and Jonathan McCullough. LaRoche says the officers never talked about the drugs or the stolen property. They simply wanted to talk to her about her sexual conduct, as they told her they knew she was sleeping with her cousin, also with Rachel Brandon. Roach told the court that Wright told her what she was doing was sick and she needed a man. Roach says she and Brandon were taken back to the residence and Wright gave her phone number and told her to simply keep in touch. And her testimony ended late Monday afternoon, and she'll be back on the stand this morning. The state has called several officers and former officers from the Jesup PD, including Chief Chris Hamilton, former Officer Stephen Arouse, who worked 9 years with the Jesup PD but now works for Rainier. State began their case with GBI agent Larry Kelly. Once again, this case is 4 years old and occurred in the year 2020 when COVID was rampant, and police officers who have testified stated that unless there was a serious felony involved, no arrests were made and no one was taken to jail. Instead, they would use those arrested on drug possession as confidential informants who would work with police to help lower or drop the charges against them. State claims that Stephen Wright violated his oath of office and committed crimes obtaining sexual favors from his confidential informants. One woman, Lisa Cheek, who says she has left Wayne County, has been clean for several years, has remarried and has 2 children with her new husband, but states back in 2020 she was an addict, homeless, and living at the back of Rogers Body Shop. Officers raided this shop, and a body cam of that raid was shown yesterday in court to the jury. Again, she was arrested. She became an informant for Wright, and she claims that on 2 different occasions he had inappropriate contact with her. One took place at the Cracker Williams Park. She testified that after the shop was raided, she didn't have anywhere to go. Stephen Wright bought her 2 days at nights at the Western Motel in Jesup, had her keep in touch with him and work for him. Again, the state's attempting to lay out a pattern of behavior by Officer Wright as they seek a conviction in the case. Defense attorney Adrian Browning says her client is innocent, and this was all about a big payday, as LaRoche and Brandon and LaRoche family sued the city after that raid and arrest. Quickly received a nice settlement. Several hundred thousands of dollars were paid to the family. The LaRoche family got all the property back the law enforcement said was stolen that day. Chief Chris Hamilton testified that it was a pile of stolen merchandise, tools, and other merchandise. He said it filled the back of the police hallway, but Hamilton testified that to the best of his knowledge, after the lawsuit, all the property went back to the LaRoche family. Once again, the trial continues with more state witnesses today. Then the defense gets to call its witnesses. Defense attorney Adrian Browning told the jury in her opening statement that her client, Stephen Wright, will testify and tell his side of the story. Again, she states no crime was committed, and her client, she says, is innocent of the charges. WIFO-FM will be back in court today. Again, we'll have another report for you tomorrow here on the local news. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes in the news. Tomorrow is National Day of Prayer, and Wayne County community is celebrating with a special ceremony scheduled for 12 noon tomorrow at the Wayne County Courthouse in downtown Jesup. Dale Bainge will give the opening prayer, and prayers will be offered for the following groups. Nick Ellis will give a prayer for government, Brooks Haddock for the military, Tim Horn for business, Keith Laracy for first responders, Pete Boyd for churches, Tom Maddox for the media, Scott Hatton for families, Devin Mixon for education. Once again, everyone's invited to this special event tomorrow, 12 noon, to celebrate National Day of Prayer. Again, Wayne County celebrating with a special event tomorrow at 12 noon at the Wayne County Courthouse. The Blood Connection, a supplemental blood provider for Wayne Memorial Hospital, was holding a blood drive in the hospital parking lot. The date is Tuesday, May 7th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. All donors will receive a $70 gift card from the Blood Connection. Again, the blood mobile will be located on the right side of the main parking lot near the cafeteria. To make an appointment to donate blood, they ask you to log on to the bloodconnection.org website, type in Jesup or the sponsor code 7980. Appointments are encouraged, but again, walk-ins are certainly welcome. Once again, the date will be Tuesday, May 7th. This Friday night at the Pine Forest Country Club, the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce is celebrating their first annual fundraising gala. It's a night on the island. Again, it features Second Chance Band. Tickets are currently on sale at the Chamber of Commerce office, $75 for non-members, $50 for members of the Chamber. Once again, the date, Friday, May 3rd, 6 p.m. at the Pine Forest Country Club. And this Saturday, May 4th, the Wayne County Board of Tourism, gearing up for their second annual Jesup Porch Fest, takes place Saturday afternoon from 1 to 5 p.m., set for the historic Old Town Jesup District. This year's event has had great response from artists and will include the streets of Brunswick, Cherry, Plum, Wayne, and Bay Streets, and will also spread out to include Elm and Hickory Streets. This year's musical offerings feature both local and out-of-town talent for participants to enjoy. Visitors to the event are encouraged to travel by car to the Elm and Hickory sites and then come back to the central event area for the rest of the afternoon. Golf carts and bicycles are also welcome. Also, chairs are encouraged to maximize the enjoyment of the entertainment. There are 16 host homes and churches with 17 performances planned. A map with times, places, and designated parking area will be available for visitors, and an information tent hosted by Interstate Credit Union will be set up on the corner of Brunswick and Plum Streets. Additionally, information may be found on the Tourism Board's Facebook page. Tourism Board, again, getting ready for the event this Saturday. Again, Heather Altman, Tourism Board Director, will be on her hand. Tomorrow's Bitch and Bob Show with more details about the artists that will be performing. Once again, the event takes place this Saturday, May 4th from 1 to 5 p.m. in Old Town Jesup. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.